Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are currently walking back to our territory after having finished this war, because this war is still ongoing. Apparently this is our war? I don't think that's true. A likely yarn indeed. Get out of here. This is not our war. This is this guy's war. Okay, thanks, Tooltip. But we need to put our troops down here. We probably should think about chilling a little bit here. A little bit. What is our truce with this guy? We need to look at our actual truces. So we go in here. Not that. It is neither of these? It must be hidden. Down here somewhere. We only have the two truces. We're no longer truced with this guy? Hang on. Is that true? That is true. Okay. I love it. We should holy war for this duchy then. Absolutely. I thought we were still truced here, but we are not. In that case, no chilling for us. We're going directly in here. I like it. We're going to drop a rally point here. We're going to raise all of our troops, and we're going to head in as soon as they're done. And we won our other war. Yeah, that's expected. Cool. And this guy is calling us in for a war for the Kingdom of Anatolia. He does need us to fight that, I feel like. But did we just decline that? I think we might have just declined it. I didn't actually mean to do that. I thought that the game had paused. Yeah, okay, we declined it. That's fine. I don't actually want to help him there. Where are these guys going, do you think? I guess we'll find out. There? Okay, that's not a good place for them to go. Sure. We're going to finish gathering here. We've got about 10 days on that. They should not go here, for the record. We are going to send these levy troops with a siege commander up over here. The rest of our forces are going to go defend this. He's in a really bad position here. He has nowhere he can retreat to. The only thing he can try to do is re-embark, and it's too late for that now. He can try to run, but he fails. He should not have come here. This was way too close. He should have sailed around and, like, directly attacked our capital. Would have been the right way to go, I think. Especially if he has siege weapons in there. I don't know if he does. No. Hello, pause menu. Hey, look, achievements are enabled. Cool. I mean, that's not surprising. To be clear. But I'm glad to see that they are still enabled. Sometimes they randomly turn off for reasons that I cannot fathom. But when that happens, I just go back to a previous save, and it's all good. So, we finished promoting culture. Looks good. And we can come back over this direction and continue to convert faith if there is one to convert. There is, actually, out over here in Afar. We want to do the same thing, of course, with promoting culture. We have a bunch of cultures here that we do need to promote. I would like places that we directly hold to be promoted first, so that'll be fine. Apparently a sandstorm is blowing through here. Okay, that's exciting stuff. Well, this siege is going to be done soon. We have a dynasty legacy available here. I absolutely think we take generational belligerence. I love it. Cool. We're now going to siege this relatively quickly. 30 more days. I like it. We just inherited this sheikdom. Right. We'll grant that out. We don't want to hold that ourselves. Cool. So that looks good. We're at 50% war score right now. That brings us up to 60. So now we go hit their capital. From here, there's a couple of other locations to hold, but ticking will not be against us. I'm hoping that hitting the capital will end this war. That's the idea here. Now, we are at minus 0.3 gold with our troops raised here. And we are ill. So that's noted. And there's a dangerous faction brewing up here. Sure. We'll hire this experienced person. Rebels? Okay, and we're a little brighter. How old are we? We are 59. We're feeling fine for now. But we should probably be thinking about our succession. Our succession is, I think, going to be awkward. Yes. Okay. So this guy's going to get this emirate down here. They should still be our vassals, though. And we should be able to retake those pretty easily, in theory. So I don't think we're super concerned about that. Hello. He has additional forces here. We're going to send off our men-at-arms, along with a few levy troops to go deal with that. And we should probably put in a commander. So we're going to head out over this direction. And we'll leave these guys sieging here. We don't want to be personally leading this. We'll put this guy in charge. Cool. We could join a grand tournament. Do we want to do this? If it's still ongoing after the war, but we may not get there in time. I want the war to be finished, though. So obviously we don't really gain anything from that battle other than preventing them from going down here and de-sieging. But we can siege here, 5 months on that and 9 months on this so far. This looks fine. 8 months now. Yeah, this looks good. We have to leave within 4 months to get to this grand wedding in time. Looks like we did miss that tournament. Sure, let's travel here. There is some danger here. We might want to have a caravan master. And we could hire, like, mercenary guards. Sure, that does the trick there. That didn't actually go. Hire the mercenary guards, join the way. Cool. So we're off. I suppose we must. We're in a regency right now, and we're just going to wrap up this. That's not a problem. Apparently Might is running away up over here. Why do we have Might with us on this journey? I don't know. Follower. There you are. I knew you'd be successful. So we could get an adventurous pet. That would give us +1 prowess, or we'd lose 16 stress, and we'll do that. Losing stress is always good. So that was actually kind of low odds that we get that. I like it. We do have a martial perk available. I did see those guys just sailing into position up over here. And 58% chance of prestige. Let's see what we get. A good find. 50 gold. Okay. We already have strategists, so I guess we take stalwart leader here. Cool. So this siege is over. We're going to head on over this way. These guys are sieging down here. 11 months on that. So this war ends when the siege ends. So this should be fine. We will definitely end it there. A desecrated tomb. Oh my. Okay. Well, we'll take some piety out of that. I like it. Is this marriage fine? Yes, this marriage is fine. I don't really care about that. That's completely and totally okay. We're not looking to form massive alliances here, and we're not really looking to do inheritance at this moment either. So we have arrived at the grand wedding. What is our goal? Honestly, probably just recreation. Okay, so as expected, this war is over. We enforce those demands and disband our troops. We are going to need to grant out some of these titles. In fact, all of these titles. We'll need to grant all of these on out. Cool. So that is this guy no longer a threat at all. We control everything going up here. Now, we're going to want to get a duchy here. For sure. What is the duchy up here? Oman? Yes. We want to create that, but we don't have 250 gold. We'll have to wait a little bit there or ransom some prisoners, and that is something that we will definitely do. We can pardon our wife again. It feels like we're pardoning our wife, like, constantly. Okay. Excellent. We're being raided? Hang on. Where are we being raided at? Down here. So we're just going to raise our troops here. We're no longer ill. That's excellent. And this is enough troops. So we're going to head in and fight these guys. How much do they actually have? 19 gold? I mean, it's fine. We're going to defend ourselves from this raid. Beautiful. We can also now create the duchy title out over here. So we'll create that title, and we'll give that to this fine gentleman right here. Beautiful. So, I mean, our overall troop count is not hugely growing at this moment, which is a little bit sad, but it's fine. That is quite a journey up over here. Ah, this is up in Egypt. Okay. We definitely want to fight this guy, but we're not prepared to do so right now. Do we attack the Sunni Caliphate here? We're allied to this guy, aren't we? Yeah, we're allied to this guy. Never. A peasant's lot is to serve their lord. We can manage things from here. We don't actually need to leave the Grand Wedding to deal with this, that's for sure. So we're going to drop a rally point. Here we're going to raise just our men-at-arms, and in we go. The wedding ceremony is now starting, and we can't wait. Cool. So we're going to head down over this direction. These guys are embarking and then immediately disembarking down over here. That's a questionable route to take, but whatever. Get out of here. War's over. We enforce those demands. Even though we didn't kill the guys up here, it's still over. We enforce those demands and disband our troops. Cool. And the wedding ceremony has completed, apparently. And now the banquet is beginning. She's just a cat. Get out of here. I'm not paying you because my cat's a jerk. Newsflash, all cats are jerks. That's why we love them. Let's see. We could praise the party and gain 75 prestige. Or we could lose 21 stress. How much stress do we have? 35? I think we have plenty of prestige. So let's just lose a little bit of stress here. We'll call that good. 16 additional stress. That'll put us at 0. I like it. Beautiful. We don't need to lose any additional stress here. I guess we could get some learning lifestyle experience. Not like that's helpful. But that's okay. A diplomacy lifestyle perk, a 15% chance. Or this guy gains 50 opinion of us. Either way, that's good. Okay, he gained 50 opinion of us. It was an 85% chance, so that's not at all shocking. Looks good. And it is time. Okay. We'll start traveling back fairly soon. And congratulations again. We gained some prestige out of it, but we succeeded in our recreational intent, and we are on our way back, in theory, right? Yes, we just need to unpause. That would generally help. So here we go on the way back. Our wife died, and we're apparently actually upset about that. Which wife was it? One of our secondaries? Okay, not the biggest of deals, son. So we'll go with, I don't know. Stuttering isn't great. Quick? Quick is fine. Excellent. 67% chance of 75 prestige. And we won. Beautiful. Okay, and we're sailing on home. So, we're allied to the Sunni Caliphate. What is our next move? I would love to attack this guy. That's not really an option at this moment. Actually, with our allies, it kind of is. All of our strength comes from our allies. It's a little bit dangerous. We'd be taking the Sultanate of Arabia here. This would give us control of everything that we want over this way, for sure. It would be a huge power play. And it looks like we can actually pull it off. But we need to rely on our allies to do it. That's the major problem here. But we can do it, in theory. It's going to cost us a lot of prestige to call in all these allies. 800 to launch this. But it seems doable. It seems doable. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. We need a big power play, and this opportunity looks like a good one. So, we got to call in allies at this point. The top ally would be this guy. 350 prestige. That's actually cheaper than I thought it was going to be. Okay. 350. 150. I think I just got that guy. 150 here. This one's irrelevant. I'm not going to spend 750 to call in 73 troops. No, thank you. But we'll call in this guy, and we'll call in this guy. That is a lot of prestige, yes. But that should do the trick. So, next, we need to get ticking war score, not necessarily on our side, but not on his side. There's a lot of territory here to attack, right? And we're going to raise up our troops down over here. Now, we cannot fight him on our own. And yes, these guys are, of course, going to join the war. Beautiful. A bejeweled Quran, huh? Is that a court artifact? No, that's an inventory artifact. I can't justify such reckless spending. Okay, so these guys are all joining the war, right? And this guy's allies haven't joined yet. There they go. So that all looks good, in theory. This guy is opposed to us. Yes. The next question is, these guys up here, they're currently engaged in this war. These guys can come down this way, sail around, and join us. These guys up here kind of can't. They'd have to walk all the way down here, embark, and then sail. So it's going to be interesting. We may have to run away from the siege up over here. I very much want to get this siege underway. This is going to be very important to get ticking war score on our side. Is this guy a guy who was in our war here? No. The Kingdom of Anatolia war is actually over. Okay. As soon as this ends here, any moment now. Hey, look at that. They're actually invading down here. Oh, they're going via Sinai. Yeah, that's a clever route. That's a better route than going this way, for sure. I just didn't think that Egypt would allow them to go through there. And we can definitely see that they're coming in here. No shockers here. Well, I mean, I'm a little surprised they're here already and coming in by sea. This is desert here. I'm not going to put ourselves in here, even though we would be the better one. I'm going to put this guy in. We'll probably lose due to lack of soldiers. We need time for our men to show up. And we'll retreat from this as soon as we can. Yes. So we're out of here. Apparently our son died. Okay. Our brave son. Okay, so we're retreating. Like I said, we need to wait for our allies to show up. We did actually cost them a fair amount of troops there, though, realistically. But we cannot fight them without our allies. Where are our allies? Invading up over here. Okay. I mean, I guess they can do that. We're going to walk over this direction and sit in these desert mountains. As a question, we don't really have the cash for mercs. We did just inherit this castle, and that needs to be handed out. There we go. So we're going to park here for the time being. They're pretty spread out. Here comes an ally force. For the time being, we're regenerating our troops here. Yes, allies are starting to come in. Beautiful. Once they stack in here, I feel like we can win this. With this 4K stack here, are they no longer attacking over this way? Correct. They re-embarked and are sailing around. Beautiful. That's exactly what I want to see. So we're going to go in and attack them here. With these guys spread out and our allies on the way in, we win this. Handily. Excellent. This is going to stack wipe. We're going to move up this direction, and then from there, we're going for this castle. Keep up the good work, Mike. Beautiful. Allies show up, and now we start to win, as expected. As I said before, we can't fight this guy on our own. But our allies, they got this. I like it. This is a big, big power play. No doubt about that. We're going to start up a siege here. 4 months on that siege. He's going to group up over this way. For now, that's fine. We're at 28% war score. Ticking is against us until we get this siege done. He's walking this direction. I'm okay with this. The siege is finishing quite quickly. Silver tongue. Okay, cool. Beautiful. Apparently there's a grand tournament in Mecca right now. That's interesting. Mecca's currently under siege, so whatever. This guy's sieging out over here. I kind of want to go fight him. Are our allies going to join us on that? If they aren't, we don't want to fight this. But if our allies are going to join us, we can get more war score from battles. And yeah, they're coming, so this is fine. Let's fight this battle here. Beautiful. Allies pile in. These guys are going to lock in here. They're going to be too late. They're definitely too late. Our accolade lost a rank. Okay. Cool. So at 38% from battles right now, I do want to get these guys turned around and get this siege on Mecca going, but these guys are piling in. They're going to lose this, obviously. Beautiful. We're at 51% war score here right now. We can get another 6 from battles. But what we really need to do is get some occupations going. We're not the best at that. Luckily, our allies have siege weapons. We're relying so heavily on our allies for this. It's kind of insane. We do have an available perk here, and we could definitely take, like, Chivalric Dominance. Accolade Glory Gain might not be bad, considering he just lost a rank. Let's put in a Marshal here. Cool. These guys are walking up over here to start up a siege. I think this is fine. Yeah. Our allies are definitely doing the work here. No doubt about that. I see these guys sailing southward. We can get another 6% from battles. Let's finish up our siege on Mecca. There we go. And I kind of want to let this finish. Is he coming here again? He really shouldn't. Why is he focusing so hard on this? So Mecca's under our control right now. We're going to walk over this way, and our allies are coming through. Plenary assemblies are now completed, which is actually very, very good for us. I forget why, though. We needed that for something. Let's see here. Limited Crown Authority. That's right. So I would love to bump up to Limited Crown Authority right now that we can. So we'll do that. Household Soldiers was what was fascinated. Oh, we're the culture head now. Do we want to fascinate Household Soldiers here? I feel like Mustering Grounds is slightly better. That'll be done in 27 years compared to 46 here. Yeah, let's do that. We can skip Banis for the time being. I'm glad that we're the culture head now. That's nice. So this guy's running away. I mean, I don't blame him. It's a pretty scary force he's facing. We're going to head up over this way, try to cut him off a little bit. Our allies are not really coming with us. Noted. So we're going to have to check to see when some of these guys leave. 22 days, 22 days. We'll arrive here in 18. Okay. Well, Might has unfortunately died, but we are going to check here. 18 days. So now we go in here, except these guys are here. Our allies are not accompanying us here. So we're going to back off. We'll go up over, like, here. This siege is kind of irrelevant, to be honest. We'll gain 100 piety. I like it. And we did just finish one of our tasks, which was converting faith. We'll head out over this way. Cool. So his forces are piling up over here. Now our allies are coming over. They're all like piling into here. Okay, sure. I'm going to leave a small force here to siege. And then we're going to walk over this way and see if we can bait our allies into coming with us. I want to fight this. Actually, fighting here would be better. We always want to fight on the flank here because these guys are the furthest away. And it looks like our allies might be coming with. Yes, our allies are going to join us. You fool. Okay, cool. So these guys are going to start piling in, but they're a ways away, and our allies are fairly close. So this looks good. We've got this under control. They're piling in, but they are definitely too late. These guys should definitely have a siege commander if we have one. And we don't. That's sad. Cool. They are just trickling in the worst possible way here. It is very, very bad for them. They should not be doing that. So we're going to head back up over here. We're at 74% at this point. Now, we're capped at 50% from battles. That battle would have won us the war at 103% if we weren't capped, but we are capped. So we're going to move these guys down over this direction. We're now at 78%, and from here we just need to siege. It's pretty over. Pretty over. Our power play is working out. No doubt about that. It is, however, time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we are going to get this war finished. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, James, Shadow Wolf, M. Lohan80, Rogue Corvid, Kintogan, Andy Magar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12 UK, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.